What are teens today not ready to hear? Story 1. Just because it's new to you doesn't mean it's new. I majored in literature in college. I teach now, and I remember 18 through 20-year-old me being fascinated by how human nature stayed the same from hundreds of years ago. At that age, I couldn't fathom that those old people actually made sex jokes or had certain technologies. Reading across the ages really made me wiser and hip to the fact that most humans are basically all the same. We just have different settings we grow up in. Same thing across country and cultural lines. I remember when I traveled to India and the culture shock was super jarring. Felt like I had teleported to a different universe. Then, when we were driving around Agra, I saw a group of teenage boys cracking up and pointing. Those fuckers had drawn the most glorious, veiniest dick that I had ever seen on the wall in chalk. Doesn't matter if you live in India, Germany, Egypt, or the USA. Everyone draws and laughs at dicks. LMAO. The Great Unifier. Story 2. It is perfectly fine not to know something. It's okay not to know. Stop shaming and bullying people because you learned about something before they did. Social media is not the real world, and acting like it is will only make people not want to be around you. Edit. I am not talking about ignorance. I'm talking about laughing when people ask a question in class, the "how do you not know that" crowd. The mocking of people into never asking another question out of fear of ridicule and humiliation. Tell that to the adults too. Story 3. The older you get, the faster it goes. Yesterday I was you. Tomorrow you'll be me. One day you'll wake up and wonder where that plenty of time to do X went. It will scare the crap out of you. Pink Floyd said it perfect. Tired of lying in the sunshine, staying home to watch the rain. You are young and life is young, and there's time to kill today. And then one day you'll find 10 years have gone behind you. No one told you when to run. You missed the starting gun. Story 4. We adults are mostly just winging it, hopefully learning from the tons of mistakes we make, but still winging it. I have no idea where I read it, but I once read a lady talking about her childhood, and she said something like, "I didn't realize when I was little that I was witnessing my parents grow up. It stuck with me both as a parent and as a daughter." Story 5. Early successes at this stage in your life won't necessarily give you an advantage later, but early failures will likely hold you back significantly. Basically, getting straight A's in high school will leave you closer to the mean than failing a number of classes. To add to this, please, for the love of all that's good in the world, do not get caught up in the legal system or get in trouble with the law. If you are in the U.S., having a criminal record absolutely will ruin your life, especially if it's a felony. Stay away from drugs. Don't drink until you're old enough, and stop doing stupid shit. Focus on school, work, and hobbies. I know it sounds cliche and even a little lame, but take it from someone who prioritized partying at your age and is now struggling to find work because nobody hires felons. I wish I could go back and stay away from that crowd. Story 6. One day you too will be old and uncool, and it'll happen faster than you think. I used to be with it, and then they changed what it was, and what is now it is weird and scary. It will happen to you. Abe Simpson, more or less. So I tied an onion to my belt, which was the style at the time. Now to take the ferry cost a nickel, and in those days nickels had pictures of bumblebees on them. Give me 5 bees for a quarter, you'd say. Now, where were we? Oh yeah, the important thing was that I had an onion on my belt, which was the style at the time. They didn't have the white onions because of the war. The only thing you could get was those big yellow ones. Story 7. You're closer to being the older person in any given setting than you think, and by old, I mean like 30. Got nieces and nephews just starting kindergarten? Blink and they'll start college. Agreed. We're having my mother's memorial this coming weekend, and it keeps striking me as bizarre that we are now the adults. We went from like 15 to 45 in the blink of an eye, it seems. Story 8. Being controversial isn't the same as being interesting. Contrarianism isn't wisdom. Story 9. Putting every aspect of yourself online is unsafe. Nobody needs to know your list of triggers or your address or blood type. Some Twitter bios are long enough to be in a Star Wars intro. That's how I'm reading them from now on, with John Williams' score in the background, lol. Maybe I could find one of those sites that generate the title crawl for you with your input. Story 10. Those are probably not friends for life, okay? Slim chances for some. This hits hard, too hard. I lost contact with most of my school friends by now. I am only 30. I'm 21 and only talk to one friend I had in high school still. Story 11. You won't feel different when you're older or have kids. You'll just be you. It's weird. Life as a continued experience is weird. When I was much younger, I would always think about the ways I'd be different when I was older, but I'm still just me. Somewhat wiser and taller, but still the same me I've always been. It's strange, but I think I've enjoyed getting older and growing to know myself better. Story 12. Everything you do as a teenager will be cringe to your children. Everything I did as a teenager is cringe to me, to be honest. Story 13. To the ones who ride the public bus in my city, specifically nobody else wants to hear whatever TikTok you're watching. Buy some headphones. My dad's a teenager. Anything less than 80% is not worth listening to. Story 14. That heartache you're going through, it consumes everything now, but it will be nothing but a footnote in the future. You'll rarely think about it later, and when you do, it won't hurt you. It's hard to hear that your pain isn't the worst in the world when you're feeling it, but it does help to know that it won't mean as much as it does in this moment. As a 35-year-old, I can say this: your social life in high school is meaningless. You suck? Doesn't matter. You're popular? Doesn't matter. You will meet new people anyway. You will be 20 and still be an empty sheet of paper. Heck, you can start over with 30, probably with 40 and 50 again, and every age in between. Story 15. In the adult world, getting into fights doesn't make you look cool, it just makes you look stupid. And one wrong fight can leave you brain damaged or on trial for manslaughter. Story 16. School has a system in place to keep you from falling behind. Life doesn't. Yep, life will run you over if you fuck around, and even if you have your shit together, you could be one financial crisis away from losing it all. Story 17. As you get older, you just keep realizing how dumb you were last year. Every day I realize how stupid I was the day before. I actually like this because it means I'm always improving. Story 18. Just because you fucked up does not mean you're a fuck up. Building on this, everybody fucks up royally at some point. A sign that you're in the right environment, whether that's personally or professionally, will be people forgiving and working with you to get better. Story 19. That dick pic you sent got screenshotted and sent to 5 other people, and they're still saving your nudes. Even if you sent them on Snapchat and think they can't screenshot without your knowledge, they can. Take it from a zillennial who knows from experience.